I Sashwati and I'm a legal intern at Lex and Company. So today I'm going to talk about the offense called sedition. The sedition is a very controversial term and has been used very rampantly and carelessly in the societal dialogue. With a distaste for the government's policy rising in the general populace, the expression of discontent by the youth is often called sedition. But what actually is sedition is not known by many of the people, and what constitutes for the offense of sedition has to be known by every individual. So first we should know where from this term comes. The Indian Constitution has granted us several rights. One of the right is right to freedom of speech and expression. This has been granted to us by Article 19(1)(a) of the Indian Constitution, and this has a certain limitation that has been there in Article 19 Clause 2. The Article 19 Clause 2 says that there is some exception to this right. The first one is defamation to any person. Second one is maintenance of public order and decency. The third one is that protection of integrity of the nation and many other things. So one of the cases where the right to freedom and expression can be restricted is sedition. Sedition refers to an overt actions, gesture or speech by any person from the public towards the government, which can be orally or written, which express his or her discontent against the established government in a state. This will amount to sedition. The sedition definition has been given in section 124A of chapter 6 of IPC, and we can know the essential of the word sedition, offense called sedition, in this section. First and foremost element of sedition is that the word, signs or visible representation or otherwise will consider an offense for sedition. Visible representation in the form of communication which are visible in nature which can be visible to the clear eye will constitute for the offense for sedition. In a trial for sedition, the first thing that the person must prove that under the trial is that there is actual participation in the act, and before checking it with the act is seditious or not, with the concrete gestures or words that can be tracked back to the accused. For the case of sedition cannot even exist against him. Distribute of circulation of seditious materials which will create any hatred for the government, that will also constitute for sedition. The second element is that there should be an attempt to bring hatred or contempt or excites or attempts to excite disaffection towards the government. The essence of sedition lies in the intention to bring the person who is accused that he has some intention to go against the government. Such a person must have an active intention to create hatred, contempt or disaffection among the public towards the government by inserting some amount of disaffection in the mind of the people. Actual success or failure of this act will be immaterial. Even an attempt to do so will constitute for the offense of sedition. Law cannot bring any inner feeling that whether this person is intending to do things or not. However, there are some steps to say that whether there will be an inner feeling of hatred and or contempt or disaffection that has been raised in the minds of people, and when this will come up, then there will be a case of sedition because he tried to inculcate hatred or contempt or disaffection in the minds of people against the government. The third essential element of sedition is that it should be against the government. The government may be a state government or the central government, but any feeling of hatred that will come around them for this offense to be invoked, then there should be hatred or disaffection that will be inculcated in the mind of people for the against the government for invoking this offense. So against the government over here may be the central government or maybe the state government. Any government for whom the feeling of hatred will be generated in the mind of people, then that action or attempt to do so will be considered as sedition. So the fourth one is that expressing disapprobation that has been given in explanation 2 and 3. That means the disapproval of the act of the government doesn't mean that you are disloyal or exciting. There will be a greater opportunity to the media to criticize such thing. So sedition is basically an offense which is done by individual to create disaffection or hatred for the government in the minds of people. So it is called as an offense because it will always bring chaos in the government and in the society. There will be no peace if the people of a country will be unhappy with their government, and there will be a continuous threat to the government. So that's it. Thank you.